basically clearing the vessel, its content and people on board of any weapon. Checks are made to find out what kind of vessel it is, whether it is duly registered with the requisite license and authorized to fish at that particular location. The vessel is also searched for small nets and lights, which some fishermen conceal and use for illegal fishing. If an anomaly is detected, the vessel is either escorted back to shore or asked to report to authorities pending further investigations. Foreign vessels are expected to have a crew comprising 75% Ghanaians. The Navy, after its preliminary checks, then checks the hatches of the vessel to inspect the catch. Fishermen are expected to use prescribed nets for fishing. If the fish stock is solely small fishes, it is an obvious indication that the right nets are not being used. It is an offense and could attract a sanction.
It still happens a lot.
So
I can guarantee you will get a lot of calls.
Oh.
They didn't mention your name.
So what's the essence of the call?
Okay. Director is probably scared that they've been caught.
No, not that, because we give them time that we land at port. But right now,
tell your director that Navy is on board.
I told them Navy is on board.
Tell your director that until Navy leave your ship is on board.
No, they asked me about.
Are you telling me? Are you going to do what I'm asking you to do, or you are telling me what your director is saying? Cut the call now.
We have a small boats, a defender class boats. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
We have two of them here. That's the station here.
Yeah.
Those ones we use them for fast launching. If there's any emergency, we launch them because it can do our 30 nautical miles.
Okay.
That's quite fast. So it goes and comes back as fast as possible.
How often do you maintain?
There are no physical structures to show the maritime boundaries. Therefore, vessels can enter and exit. Even warships on innocent passage can traverse our waters without any difficulties, provided certain conditions are met. It is important that the Navy has the capacity to monitor and know what vessels are in our domain and what exactly they are doing.
Maritime security is something that we are not taking for granted. It simply tells us that the role that we are to play to ensure that laws are obeyed out at sea and that no unlawful acts are carried out. And in doing this, we are to ensure that all the activities out there, at least we have knowledge of what is happening there, which we term the maritime domain awareness.
To fight drug trafficking, a lot of intelligence and collaboration with other security agencies is a requirement if the country is to succeed in dealing with the menace. Ghana, through NACOB, liaises with external security agencies and passes on information on the movement of vessels carrying such drugs to the Navy for further action. The fisheries regulations confer on the Navy the power of the police as far as enforcement of fisheries regulations and laws are concerned. The Navy has been doing the enforcement of the fisheries regulations with some challenge due to its poor fleet states.
It's in the interest of the nation, and they prevent any abnormalities around it, because when something is going on at the sea, they are the right person to, or right people to, save the situation. We understand that at times when they are lancing spy and they don't renew it, it seems like they are cheating the government. At the same time, they draw, giving ammunition, meters, they have to all this. The type of net they are using, they say is no good. That rubber one from China. The navies have been arrested, some of them. So there are some of the things.
However, the situation will change with the arrival of the fast patrol boats from China on 22nd October 2011. Task forces have been set up to ensure that vessels embarking on fishing expeditions are searched to ensure that equipment that could be used to breach the fisheries laws are confiscated and the owners handed over to the police for further action. The Navy undertakes patrols to monitor and ensure that vessels engaged in illegal methods of fishing are arrested and prosecuted. It is interesting to note that quite recently, a ship was hijacked by pirates 46 nautical miles south of Togo. The ship was sent to an unknown destination where a total of about 7.6 metric tons of fuel was siphoned from her before she was finally released. This trend puts the Navy on